Welcome, beautiful people. It's your girl, Positive Vibes Des, better known as Des Bless, or just Destiny. And guess what, y'all? It's Friday. It's Friday. Welcome back to another Feel Good Fridays. And as you can see, the background is a little bit different. Why? Because I am coming to you guys with a makeup video, and I will be trying this makeup hack that I had saw on YouTube, and I'm in my bathroom, need the mirror to try and get this makeup look going for you. So follow along with me so we can figure this thing out together and see how this makeup look would turn out. I wanted to give a bit of a disclaimer. I am not a makeup connoisseur. So for my ladies and gents who are makeup experts or know your way around the makeup field, be sure to leave any tips or tricks that I can use down in the comment section below. Oh yeah, by the way, are you guys not subscribed yet? If not, be sure to click that like button, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you are aware every time that I post, and you can come along for another Feel Good Fridays, Wellness Wednesdays, or Motivational Mondays. Now back to the show. So before we get started on the makeup look, because in the video that you will see, there's no anything going on with the eyes, but just for the sake of how I do my makeup, I like to do something with the eyes. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the eyes, but I did want to mention that a makeup hack that I did find. Like I said, I'm always on YouTube trying to find something how to do my makeup to make it easier for me. I found this hack of if you have really oily skin, something that helps is either using ice or something cold to rub on your face, and it helps close up your pores a bit. And I'm sure it's been floating around TikTok or somewhere, but they have these little crystal things that I guess is filled with water, and the purpose is to keep it cold so that you can rub it on your face and it reduces like swollenness or puffiness like under your eyes, and it also helps to close the pores in your face so you can get a nice finish and won't be as oily as you normally would. Something else I found that really helps with like getting my makeup to stick and be stuck is Wet n Wild's vitamins, and it looks like this. It's a little hard to see, but I believe I got this from like Target. I'm not really sure, but it can work either before you put on your primer or even after you put on your primer, but I like to use it and it gives me a really nice finish. So be sure to look down in my description bar for the name of the Wet n Wild product. So now I want us to move on to the eyes. So I think I'm late to this party, but stamped eyebrows is a game changer. And so go on Amazon, type in eyebrow stamps, and you'll be sure to find some that work for you. With the stamp comes with like little stencils, and this is just the one that I choose to use, but it comes with at least 24 different stencils of eyebrow shapes, and you go with whatever works for you. So before we go in with the stamps, another hack, you'll hear me say this often throughout the video, a hack that I found, a hack that I use, because again, I like to make things a lot simpler for myself, so I want to share them with you so you can make them simple for yourself too. To get the stamp like super easy and almost perfect every time, I like to go in first with some edge control. Yes, I said edge control on my eyebrows to help shape them, get them stiff, stuck there, not moving, and kind of really set the foundation for the stamp to go on and just be perfect. So I go in with my She Is Bomb edge control, smallest one I got. I think any edge control will do, and you just put a little bit on your eyebrows and rub it in. And like I said, a little goes a long way, particularly with this one that I'm using. And once you have that on, I like to go in with a disposable spoolie, which you can get on Amazon. I particularly got mine from Shein. They come in a pack. and I like to use this, being that the gel is on my eyebrow, and my other spoolies that I have I actually use to, you know, brush everything out. I don't want them to be like dirty and stuff like that, so I just get a disposable one, and when I'm done I toss it. So after you put that edge control, sometimes it is a little bit hard to get your eyebrows to move around but just go in there and brush it up, and then go ahead and give it a clear defined line, so that is a lot easier for when you do adhere your whatever you use for your brows. It gives it a pretty defined line right off the bat, so it makes your life so much easier. And a lot of times you'll see me looking this way because my mirror is this way, so bear with me guys. And I give that a little moment to dry. Doesn't really take that long, and then once that is all set, then I go in with my stamp. You have your stencil and your stamping tool, and this is how it looks. I think it's just powder that's on the inside of the cap. You swirl it around, get the powder out, stamp, stamp, stamp. So one stamp is used for both eyebrows because you'll have it one way, and then you just flip it over on the other side and have it the other way. Be sure that the mess on the outside of it, you clean it up, because you don't want that to then transfer over once you turn it the other way. So I'm going to start with this eye and line it up with the natural arch of your eyebrow. Once you've got it placed, you just hold it over where you want it to be and then stamp. And voila. Seconds, y'all, seconds. And yes, you may want to clean it up around about the edges, and if you need to make any tweaks wherever, then fine, do that. But basically, got an eyebrow in less than 2 minutes. So I'm gonna move on to the next eyebrow and we'll pick up from there. Now that I have this one all lined up, you can't see it guys, but I can see it good over here. I'm gonna go in with the stamp and stamp, stamp, stamp. So these two are not perfectly aligned, but for the most part you get the gist. It's easy, it's quick, and like I said, you go back in and fix up anywhere and anything that you need to. So I'm gonna do that off camera and come back once my brows are done. Now that right eye is pretty tragic. How it came out the first time when I did the stamp was perfectly fine, but I insisted on going in a million times until I ended up with something worse. So, quick life tip: be content with what you started out with. Don't try and go in and fix it, because going in and fix it will make it turn out worse than what you originally started with. So we're going to go ahead and ignore this right eyebrow for the rest of the video. So now that the eyes are done, let's go ahead and watch this video, and I'll be back to get that started.
But I forgot that she uses some blush here. Now I know how people felt when they tried my lip contour technique. Trust the process. I'm going to use some setting spray so it melts all nicely. And we're going to use a brush this time instead of a beauty blender. I'm going to start off with the light color shades and go darker, because you don't want to go on top of the darker shades. Or I mean the lighter shades with a dark brush. This just does not look right! Hey, this might be my new technique. It's not looking too bad right now. This is kind of a lot of makeup though. This is so satisfying. I'm using the smaller brush for the contour so I can get more precise, and this bigger brush for the foundation. I think this is going to be my new routine. You guys have to try this.
So now that we've seen that video, let's try to follow along. So the video actually does not show how she gets all these things on her face, so I'm just gonna try it my way and hope for the best. So I am going to start with the concealer, which I am working with the Makiage in the shade F It I'm Flawless. I'm gonna start with that and put that where I usually put it. Then I'm gonna go in with my contour stick that I use, and this is from Black Radiance, and it seems like she has hers like in a line motion, and I think I'm gonna stick with the dotted motion. Now I'm going in with my Nars in the shade Macao, something along those lines. This is one that I actually just got, and I actually like the finish, so I'm gonna put that everywhere else. Now this looks a little scary, but like she said, we're gonna trust the process. I'm gonna start with the lighter shade like she said, but I'm gonna use a different brush for the lighter and then go with my other brush for the darker. Okay, so everything is blended with the brush. Now I think I'm gonna go back in with my beauty sponge. I forgot to go in with my setting spray before I did the blending, but now that I'm gonna go back in with the sponge and try to blend it out some more, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Air Finish Brush Flawless setting spray and go ahead and blend that out. The makeup is on. It is indeed on, and I don't know, it looks okay. I think I'm satisfied with it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some highlights and some lips, and let's see the finished product. And here's our finished look. Now that we've added some highlights, and highlights meaning shimmer, and yeah, I would say that this hack is most definitely quick, but I feel like you still have to go back in and make some adjustments where needed. I would rate it, let's say a 7 out of 10, because overall it's still pretty easy, still pretty quick. I would use this when I'm in a rush and I just need this makeup to be on so I can get out the door. For me, I think it's pretty decent because I am not a makeup expert, so it works, it gets the job done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup video and coming along with me on the journey to try this hack. And like I said, if you guys have any tips or tricks on how I can again work to make my makeup faster, or you know, spruce things up a bit, be sure to leave any comments down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to try and incorporate it in my makeup routine. I hope that you learn, can apply, and share the knowledge or share the tips that you've learned with someone else. And like I said, make sure you go on and hit that post notification bell so that you're aware of anytime I post. Now let's take a look at the revealing shots. I've tried this hack before. Really quickly, I want to show you what my results were when I did it the first time around. So tell me, what do you think? Did the look come out better in the pink shirt or the yellow shirt? I'm curious. And I do want you to know that I am always wishing you peace, love, and light.